Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll wait for 5 minutes and then we can start. Okay.
Sir, can I leave the meet now and can I join with IIT Madras mail ID, sir?
No, not required. Thank yeah.
Sir, this is doubt session all week. It's a live session.
So in the Friday session, we have discussed the summary of week two. Saturday session, we have discussed all the practice assignment question, and now this is a doubt session. So if you have any doubt, you can ask from week
Okay.
two. Yeah. Okay. I think we can start. We have 50 students around. Yeah. So hello everyone. So in the Friday session, we have discussed about the summary of week two. Saturday, we have discussed the practice assignment solution, and this is basically a doubt clearing session. So if you have any doubt from week two or even from week one, you can ask in this particular session. So any doubt from week two first? Anyone? Okay. How many of you solved the practice assignment question? Just raise your hand. Okay, very few students. Yeah. Please try to solve the practice assignment question. Okay. Any doubt from week two or week one? If you are not able to solve any question from practice or activity question doubt.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I have doubt in activity, no, practice assignment 2, question 7.
Okay. Just a second. Let me share my screen.
Practice assignment week 2, yeah.
Week two, which question? Question number second.
7, sir.
Seventh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This question. Yeah. So let's try to solve the question. This one. Okay.
No,
What
sir.
doubt you have?
Question I have already solved, but
Uh,
option I cannot identify the option.
okay.
What is the
Let's.
meaning of at least? Uh, this type of
Okay. Like
query.
this. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So let me solve this question again, and we'll also discuss each option what it mean. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah.
So here you can see the question number 7 statement is given to us. The following pseudocode executed on the scores data set, right? So we have a scores data set. You can refer to a template of that. Then we have count represents. Okay, so we need to find out what count represent at the end of execution. So here we have one
Yes.
variable count equals to 0. Then we have while loop. Table 1 has more rows. So if you see the scores data set, we have tabulated the data in, we have converted the data into tabular format, right? So you can refer to that. Read the first row x in table 1. Now we have one more variable c equals to 0. Now we are checking for that particular row. If that mathematics marks is greater than 75, then we are going to increment the value of c. C equals to c plus 1. Okay. If this condition is not true, then we will go to a So next if block, even if it is true, so anyway, this all three are the all four are the different if conditions. We need to check all the if condition every time, okay, for every iteration. So first we are checking whether mathematics mark greater than 75 or not. If it is 75, then we are going to increment. If it is not greater than 75, then we are not going to increment the value of C. Then go for next if. Similarly, here doing for a physics marks. If physics marks greater than 75, then increment the value of C. Otherwise, don't we don't need to do anything. Simply go to a next if block. Here also same thing for chemistry. If it is greater than 75, then we are going to increment the value of C. And at the last, we are checking if the value of C is less than or equal to 2. Whenever we say less than or equal to 2, yes. Any doubt? Okay. Please mute. Yeah. So here what we are checking if the value of C is less than or equals to 2, right? So either
Okay, okay,
0,
okay.
1 or 2. So what will
Yes.
happen here? Suppose for any row we have mathematics marks 76, physics marks, let's say for example 70, and chemistry say for example 80. So this condition will be true for this particular mathematics, physics and chemistry, okay, for first row. So value of C will be 1. Here physics marks is not greater than 75, so no need to update. Again here chemistry marks
Then
greater
C
than
will be 2.
75. Now in this case C will be 2
C will
because
be
this
2.
C got
Yeah.
updated here, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it will be 1 plus 1, that will be 2. Now here, now we are checking if the value of C is less than or equal to 2. But this is true, right? For this condition, now we are going to
Yes.
increment the value of count. So when the
Count.
value of C will be true, when
The
the
actually
huh?
two subject have greater than 75.
Yes, yes. So you can see the first here, number of students. So this is we are doing for all the card. You can see while loop. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Yes,
only
sir.
for one card we are doing. After that, we'll move that card to next table and then we'll repeat the same step for next card. So in this way, we are going to iterate this particular code for entire this table one rows. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Now you can see here first one number of students who scored more than 75 marks in at least two subject. So whenever we say at least two subject, right?
Yeah.
What do you understand by at least two? Like
At
we
least
can
2
take.
মানে হচ্ছে minimum will be 2.
Yes, minimum will be 2. Okay. So if you
Okay,
see
okay,
0,
okay.
1, 2, this is what? At most 2. Okay.
Okay,
At
okay, okay.
most 2. When I say at least 2, so it's starting from 2, 3 till any value. Okay. So this is
Okay, sir.
basically
Okay,
at
okay.
least 2. But this is not
This is
true,
not
right?
true, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because at least 2 means what? Suppose in all the three cases I have greater than 75 marks. In that case, the value of C will be what? 3, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if all the three subject we have more than 75 marks, the value of C will be 3 because one will get add here, one will get add here, again one will get add here. So count this condition will not be true. So in that case, option A is not correct, right? What
Okay,
about
okay.
option number B? Number of students who score more than 75 marks in two subject. This is not true. Not
Not.
two subject less than true also less than
Yeah,
two
yeah,
also
yeah.
here you can see.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
not correct. 75 in at most two subject, right? So either 0,
Maximum will
1
be 2.
or
Yeah.
2. Maximum will be 2. It can be
Yes,
0
yes,
as
yes.
well,
I got
right?
it. I got it, sir. I
Yeah.
got it.
Okay,
Then
great.
the next question, sir. Next question, sir.
Question number 8.
Yeah, yeah. In that question, sir.
Hmm.
In that question, option will be very not understanding, sir. The option.
Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this question. So the
Yeah.
following pseudocode is executed using scores data set. So same data set we can refer. So here we have
Mm.
A equals to 0, B equals to C equals to 0. So we have three variables, right? Now pile
Yes, sir.
1 has more cards, so we are taking one card from the pile, then we are reading the card and we are checking if mathematics marks is less than physics marks. So for that particular card or for that particular row, we are checking if mathematics marks is less than physics marks or not. In that scenario, we are updating all the three variables, right? Incrementing all the three variables. Now again, we are checking if mathematics marks is greater than physics marks. In that scenario, we are updating B and C. But if mathematics marks is equal to physics marks, in that scenario, we are updating C equals to
C
C
only.
plus 1, right? So
Yes, sir.
can you tell me whether the condition can be true at the same time? Any two condition can be true or all the three condition can be true at the same time?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Only
No.
one condition will be true.
Yeah. So at a given time for a given particular card, for a given particular row, we can say any one of the condition will be true. Either it can be less than physics marks, or it can be greater than physics marks, or it can be equal to physics marks.
Yes,
Right?
sir. Yeah.
So see what A, B, and C will store, what B and C will store, and what C will store. Right? This is what we need to find out. But if you observe this value of C, right? Present
Yeah.
is it is present here also, here also, here also. So it doesn't matter which condition is true, C will always increment. Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
Right? Because this condition cannot be true at the same time, two condition. But anyway, C will be increment for every card, can I say?
Yes, sir.
So what C will represent at the end of execution?
Count of the card.
Yes, I can say number of cards, right? Or
Number of
count
card.
of
Yeah.
the cards or number of student in this
Number of
case,
card.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now what B will represent? If we have this 2B here,
Uh, Number of card, except uh, physics.
yeah,
Hmm.
number of card except the case where mathematics marks is equals to
Uh,
physics, right?
Physics mark. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And what about A?
when হচ্ছে physics and physics mark is greater than mathematics mark.
Mathematics. Yes. So A represent only when the number of student scores mathematics marks less than physics marks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes.
it. Now, if you understand what A, B, C is, let's try to
Yeah.
solve the question. Now here you can see the value of C minus A represent. So C represent all the cards, all the students. If I subtract all the students from A, and what A represent? Mathematics less than physics. And here we have
Physics.
all the students. So if I subtract this condition, what I'm going to get?
I will get যে mathematics marks greater than equal to physics mark.
Greater than equal to physics marks, right? This particular thing.
Yes, sir.
So let's see the option here. So number of students whose mathematics marks are at least as much as physics marks. So
What
same
does
thing,
that
are at least as much as physics marks. So at least means what? Greater than or equal to physics marks. Okay.
mean? Okay, okay,
So this is
okay.
what we got here. So option A is correct. Number of
Yeah.
students whose mathematics marks at most, no. When I say at most, so mathematics marks is what? Less than or equal to physics marks. Okay. But this is not the
Okay.
correct one. What
Yeah,
about
yeah.
C? Number of students whose physics marks are at least. So physics
At
marks
least.
at least as much as mathematics marks. So
That
both are
is
the
not
same
correct.
condition,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
A
yeah.
and C basically both the same thing. What about
Yeah.
D? Number of physics marks at most greater
That much
than
is
or equal
mathematics.
to mathematics marks. So
That
this
will be
and this
correct.
basically
Yeah.
same condition, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
option A and D is correct here, right?
Uh,
Okay. Now similarly, what about C minus B? So all cards minus B. And what is B here?
minus the
Either mathematics
what
less than or equal greater
equal to,
than.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I got it,
So
sir. I
what?
got it.
Okay. So you can see number of are equal to physics marks. So option A is correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you repeat the question number 9? Like, how is it correct?
Question number 9. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
first you understand what is what A, B, and C will represent.
Yes, yes.
So C represent all the cards because in any way the C is going to increment, right? For every card. Now you can see B. B is incrementing in the two cases. First case, either mathematics is less than physics, then B will increment, or either mathematics is greater than physics. In that case, B will increment. Okay. So if I see B, so what it will say, what we can say about, so it will represent number of student or number of cards where mathematics marks is less than physics marks or mathematics marks greater than physics marks, right? Can I say like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I say C minus B, so C represent all cards, B represent mathematics marks less than or equal to,
Okay.
or
Okay. I got it. I
greater
got it.
than. So only one thing is missing, that is what? Equal to condition here, right? So that will get in the output. So number of students whose mathematics marks are equal to physics marks. Okay. Because we're subtracting those from all the students. Yeah. Okay. Great. Any other question, anyone?
The doubt in question number 3.
Practice this same assignment, right?
Same assignment practice assignment.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, will you teach new concepts also, or this is only a doubt clearing session?
No, in the Friday session, we already discussed the summary of week 2, and in Saturday, we discussed this practice assignment also. This is
Okay.
just a doubt clearing session. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. If you have any doubt from week 1, also week 2, you can ask. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is question number 3. So what is here? Given procedure, find the number of sentences with maximum number of words from the data set. Now, first you need to understand our requirement. What is our requirement? Number of sentences with maximum number of words. So when I can say sentence, if you observe this words data set, we have it was Monday morning, right? It's the first sentence we have. After morning, we have full stop. So if I just go to a common data set, just refer to the words PDF here, right? So you can see here, it was Monday morning. So this will be my first sentence. Then we have Swaminathan was reluctant to open his eyes. Till full stop, this is my second sentence, like this, right? So here you can see the number of sentences with maximum number of words. Now maximum number of words, so we are going to count number of words in each sentence. So for example, in first sentence we have 4 words. In second sentence we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words like this, right? So this is what we need to find out, number of sentences with maximum number of words. There can be a case where 2 sentences having same number of maximum number of words, right? That also we need to consider. So let's try to see this particular procedure. So we are arranging all the cards in a single pile. Yes, we have done that. Initialize variable a, b and count to 0. So a equals to 0, b equals to 0 and count equals to 0. Yes, we have done that. Pile 1 is empty. No, we have more cards. We have started with 0. Go to next 4. Read the top card. So top card is basically sequential number 1. We are reading as of now. Add 1 to variable a. Add 1 to variable a. So a equals to a plus 1. So we have done that.
A is counting the words
Yeah.
in a
So
sentence.
no, a equals add 1 to variable a, right? So what we are doing here, a equals to a plus 1. So at for this moment, a is basically 1, right? Now what we are doing, we are checking if word ends with full stop. Now first word is it. Whether it is ending with full stop? No. That is condition false. So we are not going to do anything. We'll go to a next step. Now we are checking if a is less than or equal to b. A is what? 1, but b is 0. So here 1 is less than 0. No, that is not true. Now here we are checking whether 1 is greater than 0. Yes, that is true. Then we are going to store a in b. Okay. Now what is storing of a in b? What do you understand by this?
The word is being stored.
No, no. Store the value of a in b. So how I can represent mathematically here?
B equals to A.
Yes, b equals to a like this, right? And when I say assign 1 to count, so basically count equals to 1, and then we are going to a next step, right? So reinitialize the value of a to 0. Now we need to fill this particular step here, right? So if I want to count number of words in a particular sentence, right? That is what we need to with maximum number of words. So if this is assign 1 to count, we are going to step number a 10, a equals to 0. Okay, and then we are moving to pile move the card to another pile and repeat from step 3. So again we are checking for next thing here, right? So in this way what will happen? What this a will indicate?
The number of words in a sentence.
Number of words in the sentence. Okay, so how we are saying a in the sentence?
Because
Based on
it
which
is
condition?
reinitializing A to 0.
Yes. So at the end of every sentence, we are reinitializing to 0, right? That is, you can see here. So what we need to find out, this particular steps, right? So we know when a equals to, sorry, when a less than b, then go to step number 10, reinitialize to 0. When a is greater than b, we are storing a in b and we are assigning 1 to count. And then we are going to step 10.
And
So
B is the maximum word length in a sentence, right?
yeah, so if you repeat this particular step, so what we are going to get here in B, because of this condition,
I did not get you. What, sir?
No, what B will represent if we keep continuing this particular process?
The minimum sentence or the max?
Maximum number of words in whatever sentence we are on, till
Hmm.
whatever sentence.
Yes. Okay. That is okay. Let me let us do this for one first sentence. Okay. So first word is eat here, right? We all know. So this is basically we are reading. So word is basically it. Add one to variable a equals to a plus one. So a word does not end with full stop. Yeah. So that word is not ending with full stop. So we are going to a step number 10 directly. Sorry, step number 11 directly, and then we are repeating this one. So we are keep doing this till uh, for the
Full stop.
second, yeah, full till full stop. For second word also it is was. So second word will be was. Again, a will be what? A plus one. But from the previous iteration, the value of a was one, if you remember. So again, we are going to add one to that. So that will be two. Again, word is not ending with full stop. So go to step 11. Again, go to step 3. Again, go for a next word, that is Monday. So again, a will be increment. So a will be 3 in this case. Again, not ending with full stop. So go to again step number 3. Then the next word is here, you can see. Now, see what is happening here? Morning, right? Now, fourth word is our morning. So again, this is word morning. Add one to variable a. So a equals to 4. Now, if word does not end with full stop, is this is true? Morning is ending with full stop, right?
It's not
Sir.
true.
It's not
So,
true, sir.
yeah, not true, right? So this is false. If
Yeah.
this is false, then we are not going to step 11. We are going to step 7, right?
Yeah.
Now we are checking what's the value of a? 4, right? We got. Now whether 4 is less than b?
B will be 0.
0. Yeah, that is not true. 4 is greater than b?
Yes.
Yes. Then we are
Yes.
storing b equals to a. Store a in b. So b equals to a, that is basically 4. And then we are assigning 1 to count. Okay, so count is basically 1. Then we are going to step number 10, reinitialize a to 0. And then we are going for a next sentence, right? So what we are doing here, a is what? A in terms of a, we are simply counting number of words in that particular sentence, right? Can I say like this? And we are, because we are reinitializing a for every sentence. Are you getting
Okay,
my
sir.
point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So for the first sentence, a is basically 4, right? So remember this. In the first sentence, what is happening? A is basically 4. Now we have a initialized to 0. But what the value of b after first
4.
sentence?
B equal to
What
4.
what the value of count?
1.
1. So remember this, b equals to 4, count equals to 1, and a equals to 0 at the end of first sentence. Then we'll go for again step 3. Again we'll do same thing. Swaminathan was reluctant. So again add 1 to variable a. So a equals to 1 for Swaminathan. End with, does not end with full stop. Yes, true. Then go to step 11 directly. Again same thing here till when this particular condition will become false, right? Because for every condition it is going to become true. So we are going for step number 11 directly. So what's the value of A here? Swaminathan was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now see here, when the value of A is 7, because for other words, this condition will become, for other words, this condition is becoming true. So that's why we are going for step 7 or step 11, not for other step. But whenever A equals to 7 here, now you can see this one ice dot. So ice dot, for this particular case, word end with full stop, so it does not end with full stop. So this condition is false, right? Because that word is ending with full stop. Now in such scenario, because this condition is false, we'll not go to step 11. We'll check for step 7. Now see here, the value of A is 7. Value of B is what? From the previous iteration, 4. Is this, this is not true. Then we go to
Yes, sir.
step 8. 7 is greater than 4, then we are again storing the b in a, that is basically a 7, and count is basically 1 only,
1.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we have update the value of b to 7 and count to 1 because this particular sentence has more number of words than the previous sentence. Are you getting my point?
Sir.
But for example, this particular sentence just have 3 words less than the previous sentence. In that case, what we are going to do? in that case, what will happen? A will be 3 and B will be 4. So this is true. And then we are simply going to a next step. We are not incrementing the count here or not. We are assigning the value of A to B. Okay. So once we got the maximum number of words, like for example, 4, if we got less number of words, we're directly going to a next sentence like that. Okay. This is the case 1. Okay. This thing is clear up till now.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now for suppose in next sentence, here also I got 7 words. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But let's say, for example, I got 7 words only in the third sentence as well. Okay. And let's say, for example, we have 7 only is the maximum number. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? So if I keep going continuously like this, the value of A will be 7 for that particular sentence, right?
Yes, sir.
Now again, does not end with full stop. This is false. So we go to step number 7. So 7 less than 7 because here we got update to 7. No, not true. 7
Not
greater
true.
than 7.
Not true.
Not
No,
true.
again not true. So we are going to step number 9. Then what is the condition remaining? A equals
Equal
to B.
to B. Yeah.
Yes. Now when A is equals to B, then what we have to do with the count?
One
Because
to
we have,
count.
yeah,
Count.
increment, or we can
1.
say add 1 to count, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
we have 2 sentences with same number of words, right? So that thing is missing in this particular code. So that we have to fill here. So that's why you can see when A equals to B, count equals to count plus 1. So we can add 1 to count. So option A is correct. Assigning is not correct one. Assigning means what? We are simply assigning count to 1. When I say add 1 or increment 1, in that case is what? Count equals to count plus 1. This is for add 1 or increment 1. When I say assign means simply we are equating that value to 1. Okay, that's it. Again, if so, this is for, okay, let's check for this one. If word ends with full stop and A equal to B, then add 1 to count. Okay. So anyway, we are here checking whether that word is ending with full stop. In that scenario also, we are adding 1 to count, right?
A and C
Now,
the answer.
yeah, A and C are the correct here. If word end with full stop, add A1 to B. No, assignment is not correct operator because we want to keep a track of how many sentences are there with the
Maximum
maximum
word.
number of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how this code is working. Any doubt now?
No, sir.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other doubt in this question, in this assignment? Anyone?
Hi, Piyush. Can I ask my question?
Yes.
So, my question pertains to the grade assignment from week one.
Okay.
That is question number one. So, we have three if conditionals given. If total is greater than 250, then
Just a
it will.
second. Let me share my screen so that will be easier for everyone.
Sure, sure, sure.
So, okay. Wait. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Is it visible? Yeah. Can you tell now? What is your doubt?
So, basically, if you take a look at the scores data set, we have 30 cards in total.
Right.
And if you go by these if conditionals have been given, that is total is greater than 250 increment A. If total is 200 and 250 increment B, and if it's less than 200 increment C. So going by these conditionals, there is one card in the scores dataset which has the exact value of 250.
50. Yes.
The first question would be when we have these conditions, so which this specific card, the one with the value 250, which A, B, or C, which variable will that go into? And if it's not going into any of the variables, then aren't we missing out one card entirely from all three
So see,
variables?
yeah. So here you can see if this condition is true, whatever the condition, then only we are going to increment the value A, right? This is
Okay.
how this if statement work. But for when total equals to 250, this is not true. When total
Yes.
equals to 250, this is also not true. And this condition is also not true, right? So
Yeah.
in all the three cases, condition is not true, then simply we'll move to a next card. So we are not going to keep a track of that particular scenario. We are not going to increment any variable for that case. That's it.
Okay, so we just ignore, just leave
Yes.
that. We don't count that card.
Suppose we have one card for two, having value 2 equals having value 250. In that
Yes.
scenario, A, B, C will give me 29 cards. Okay, if you do summation of that, except
Yes.
that particular thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Same
okay.
for 200 also. Okay, but 200 will get here you can see this is not true. For this condition also 200 is what? 200 greater than 200? No. 200 less than 200? Yes. But entire condition must be true. But that is false here because false and true is false. Again, 200 is not less than
It's
200.
because it's given and, so we have to take both the conditions to be true, right?
Yes. And means both the condition must be true.
Yeah.
For this scenario, 200, this is false, but this is true, right? So
Yeah.
false and true, basically false only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that answers my question. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubt, anyone?
I have a doubt in graded assignment 1 question number 6.
Question number 6. Okay.
Sir, if we treat this question as an MSQ, multiple select, then both B and D will be correct, na?
B and D.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, what B is saying when there are more students born in second half than the first half, and what it is saying when all students are born in the second half of the year. The meaning of both the sentence are different, na here.
But sir, if we check the statement that if A is great, matlab less than B, then set C. So in D, last condition, A will be less than B.
Hmm.
So if
Okay.
this was an MSQ, then both options are correct.
Okay. Let's see here. So we have this question. All cards in a single pile. Okay. We have three variables. 0. Okay. Pile 1 is empty. No, we have cards. We're reading the cards. Now, when we are incrementing the value of A, when this condition is true, let's say, for example, 1st January, 30th June. This is our first half. Okay. If first half, this condition is true, then we are saying it is first half, so increment A. Second half is basically 1st July to 31st December. Then increment the value of B. Okay. And then we are doing this for all the cards. At the last, we are checking if A is less than B, then we are going to set C to 1. So when this condition will be true, when the number of students in the first half is
Less
less
than
than
the
the
second.
second half. Yeah. So that is basically option number B here, right? So what option D is saying when all the students are born in the second half of the year? No, we cannot say like this. All the students are born in second half of the year. That is not correct, right?
But isn't that just a special case for the second option? Like, if that were to be the case, won't it be still CB1?
Okay, so you are saying there is no student for this particular first half. All the students are born in the second half, right?
Yes, sir. Then still C will be set to 1.
When all students are born in the second half of the year. Yeah, then we can say in that scenario, C can be set to 1. Yeah.
So if this was an MSQ, then both options will be correct.
In the case of MSQ, yeah, we can say that. But if you see a refer to a scores data set, that is not the case here, right?
Sir, if we are referring to score data set, then A and B both are 15. Then all
Okay.
options are wrong.
No,
Sir,
no, for
I
this,
guess we need to implement this
for this
by looking
condition,
at this course data set.
yes. So for
Yes,
this
sir.
condition, you can see here.
Then, sir, both are 15. I have calculated. A and B both are 15. Then what will happen? All options will be wrong then.
Yeah, in that case, all the options will be wrong. But if you see for this particular case, we are asking when the value of C will be 1 for this particular pseudocode, right? So you can see
Sir,
when this condition is true, then only C is set to 1.
yes, sir, I'm saying that the second option is more accurate.
Yeah, if it is MSQ, then you can say option D will also be the correct in that case. Okay.
Yes, sir. I just had that doubt. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Any other question from week 1 or from week 2? Week 2 graded assignment, it's not, the deadline is not over yet. So we cannot discuss, but practice assignment we can discuss. Yeah.
Sir, can you explain the seventh question
From which
week
assignment?
one?
Practice or graded?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Can you
Which
explain the
question?
seventh question, sir?
For practice assignment or grade assignment?
This one, this question right here.
This was okay, fine.
Yes.
So what will be the am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
I think wait. Yeah, now I'm audible properly or previously.
you
Yes,
are
sir,
audible.
it's still audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So what we are doing here, we have a procedure compute store in the variable A. It execute on the shopping bills data set, right? So shopping bills data set. Okay. So assume that there are three shops in the data set. Okay. Assume that there are total three shops. Now what we are doing here, arrange all cards in a single file. Okay, we are arranging that. Maintain four variables. So all the four variables is initialized to 0. Yes. And if pile 1 is empty, no, we have more cards, then go with the next step. We are reading the first card. We are checking if shop name is SV store. If shop name is SV store and customer name is Neeraja, then only we are setting A equals to 1. So here set A equals to 1, it means A equals to 1, right? Mathematically. Now, if this condition is not true or even true, anyway, we are going for a step number 6. We are checking if shop name is Big Bazaar, okay? And customer name is Nirja, then set B equals to 1. And if shop name is Sun General and customer name is Niraja, then we are setting C equals to 1. So what is happening for a particular card? We are checking shop name is that a particular or the customer and the customer name is Nirja or not, right? So in those cases, we are incrementing the value of A, B, and C. So not increment, we are setting the value A, B, C. So we are moving the card to another pile 2 and repeat the step 3 here, right? Now we are updating value X as A plus B plus C. So when the A will be equal to 1, when that customer Nija visited the SV store shop. When B will be equals to 1, when customer Nija visited Big Bazaar store. And when C will be equals to 1, when customer Niraja visited Sun General store. Okay. Now what is the question? X in A. Okay. So number of bills in the data set which belong to Nirja. Can we say like this?
No, sir.
Right? Number of bills? No, because here we are
Because
only
we have two Sun General, then there will be A more times.
Yes, we cannot say for this one. Number of times Nirja has visited Sun General? No, anyway, because we're only checking for one condition. Here we have A and B as well. So anyway, not true. Number of distinct store which Nirja has never visited?
No, sir.
No. Number of distinct stores which Nirja has visited. If the value of A is 1, so I can say Nirja has visited only one store out of the. If the value of X is 2, then I can say the Nirja has visited two stores from these three. If the value of X is 3, then I can say this Nirja has visited three stores from this particular three shops, right? So correct option is this
D.
one, option number D here.
Yeah.
Is this doubt clear? Who asked
Yes,
this
yes.
question?
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Yeah. Any other question? Anyone?
Sir, have a doubt in practice assessment.
Sir,
Yes.
I just
11th
have a
question.
doubt in this
Week
question.
2. Week 2.
Okay. First, any doubt in grade assignment one?
Yes, sir. I just have a
Oh,
question on in the same question, sir.
okay.
What if Neeraja has two bills from the same store?
Hmm. So in that case also the value of A will be 1. We are setting equal to 1, right? Even if the Nija visited that shop again one more time, but still the value of say A is equals to 1. We are not incrementing A equals to
Oh,
A plus 1, right?
Basically, assign that value.
Yeah, we are simply assigning value A equals to 1. That's it, right? So
okay,
it
sir.
doesn't matter
Thank
how
you.
many times you visit the same store, the value of A, B, C will always be equals to 1 in that case, okay?
All right.
Yeah. Okay, great.
सर
So now
क्वेश्चन नंबर 1
same assignment.
जी सर
Okay. Yes.
सर इसमें हाउ गेट तक सर स्कोर कोड
How? Can you repeat?
ये सर इन दिस क्वेश्चन इफ द
Uh,
वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन 250 इंक्रीमेंट 1
uh,
सर वेयर वी शो द क्वेश्चन द स्कोर कार्ड्स अगेन गो टू इन द सर प्रीवियस सेक्शन मतलब
okay. You want scores data set, right?
यस सर
So यहाँ पे देखो तुम you can see at the beginning you can see common data set, right? So इस data set को refer करना है. Based on this data set, we have all the questions in all the weeks. Okay. Is that your question या फिर क्या doubt है exactly?
Yes, sir. Where to get the sir scorecards for
Yeah,
solving
yeah,
this question?
yeah. Common data set folder. Okay, so
Yes,
just
sir.
yeah, just go to the portal. You can see course introduction, common data set. Okay, that's it. Okay, great. Okay, so any other question from week 1? Okay, from week 2. Yes, you have a question from week 2, right? Anusha, you are not audible if you are
No,
speaking.
sir. No, sir. I didn't have a doubt. Not now.
Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt in week 2 practice assignment 11th question.
Week 2 practice assignment 11. Okay, last question. Hmm. Okay, what is your doubt here exactly? Yes.
Sir, I don't understand these two.
Okay,
1
question.
and 2. Huh.
Cards. No. See here. Read the question here. The principal wants to send student to her college to participate in annual inter-collegiate sports festival. Okay. She created a data set of student interest in sport in the form of cards as shown below. So here we have two cards. You can see. This is a sequence number, name of the student, and the games that the student can play. Similarly, the sequence number of student, name of the student, and the game that this particular student can play. Okay. So this type of data set, this particular principal has created. Now, using the created data set, Rehana created a procedure to count the number of students who possess the following condition. So we need to find out we need to count the number of students of like based on what? Based on the following condition. The student plays at least 3 games. So number of games must be what? At least 3. Okay. The student play either cricket or football, but not both. So both the conditions must satisfied, and for that we are counting number of student here, right? But she may have made a mistake in one or more steps. Identify all such steps. Okay. So this is the procedure given to us for this particular requirement, but this particular procedure is having some mistake, and we need to find out what is the mistake in this particular procedure. But our requirement is what? Number of students for which condition student should play at least 3 games, and he or she should play either cricket or football, but not both the games, right? This is what the condition is. Now let's try to look at the procedure here. So arrange all cards in a single pile called pile 1. Yes, we have initialized the variables C, F, and X to 0, C0, F0, X0. If pile 1 is empty, no, we have a card. Read the top card, go to step number 5. If the student play at least 3 games, then go to step number 10. Okay. So if student plays at least 3 games, suppose student is playing 3 games, then we are going to step number 10, moving the current card to pile 2 and going for a step number 3 here, right? Now again, we are doing the same thing here. Okay, let's see. If student plays cricket, increment C. If student plays football, increment F. And if cricket plus football equals to 2. If the value of C and football is 2, it means what? They are playing both the games, right? So then we are going to increment the X and reinitialize variable C and F to 0, right? So what we need to find out? Number of student who process the following condition here. So what's the error here? Tell me.
Step 8, sir.
Step number 8.
Sir.
Sir,
What?
error will be the in first two condition when the student at least no. Second condition student plays either cricket or football, but in that
But
case
not both.
cricket and football, that is not possible.
No,
Both not
either
possible. Yeah.
yeah, cricket or football, both the games should not be played. Okay, that like
Yes.
this.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So
Sir,
what
and
is
also in step 5, shouldn't they say the student plays at least 3 games, but shouldn't you check whether those 3 games include football and cricket?
Hmm.
But in step 6, student play cricket, then increment C, then step 7, football, then F, then F and C,
Okay,
there will
then
be 2,
it's
2.
step
Here we are
8.
checking
Yeah,
for that, right?
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, yes.
But what is the issue here? Is this code correct or what?
No, sir, that is not correct.
So what about step number 2? X should be initialized with 1?
No,
No,
no.
because we are increment, so x equals to x plus 0, not correct. What about B? Rather than going to step 10, the iter should go to step number 6. Tell me. Now, you are the one who said earlier that we should check before going to next step, we should check for cricket and football as well, right?
Yes, sir,
Yes.
yeah.
At least 3 games, then we should go to next step, number 10, or we should check for this condition as well.
6 and 7.
Yeah. So, when the student play at least 3 games, then we should go to
Step
step
6.
number 6, right?
Yes, sir.
So, if student is not playing at least 3 games, anyway, my first condition is not true. So, I don't need to count that player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, then only we are going to step number 6. Then we are checking if this is correct, this is increment or not. Now, what about this particular condition? Do we want to increment the value of x when this condition is true or
No.
what?
No, sir.
When we want to increment?
Increment.
It's
When the
double
value
equal
of
to this.
One or
When
less.
C plus F
No,
not
one
equal
or
to 2.
not equals to 2 also you can say, yeah, less than equal to 2 also we can say, right? Less than
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
either 0 or 1, right?
Not greater
Either
than, sir, less than. Less than.
yeah, less than, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, either a student play either cricket or football, but not both, right? But
Yes,
it
sir.
should be either C or football, right? But not the both. So I can say, yeah, this is not the correct condition here. So yeah, not equal to is the correct thing. C plus F not equals to exclamatory tag equals to 2. Then we are going to increment the value of x. Okay.
Well, usually less than, then other game there will not consider.
Now, if you see C plus F less than 2, this is also correct because anyway, this condition will become true for 1, right? So 1 is
Okay,
less
okay,
than
okay,
2.
sir.
Right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, great. So yeah, this is also not the correct conditional statement. So option C and option A are correct. There is no mistake. No, option D is not correct here, right? So you can see this particular one. So C plus should be equals to 1. Yeah, this is less than 2. Yeah, so if we say less than 2, right, in that scenario, it can be equal to 0 also, right? That is also correct in that case, right?
Yes, sir.
But we don't want that either cricket or football, na?
Okay.
So either cricket or football, but not both. But also we want any one of this game, right? Not both. If there is no student playing both the games, in that case it will be 0. But we don't want that. Either cricket or
Cricket
football. So it
option.
should be equals to 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is correct. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because if in this case also, in this case, that condition of 0 will be true, right? Yeah, we don't want that either cricket or football. So any one sport. So that is basically 1 here. Okay. Then we can increment x. This is the correct condition here. Okay. Great. I did not receive the link for previous live session. Yeah. See, all the live sessions you can watch on the YouTube, and the links are available inside the calendar itself. So you can go to respect to calendar, and from there you can watch the live session. Okay. Okay. Any other question? Anyone from week 2? So in during your qualifier exam, the question will be based on like this. Like even if we mention scores data set, you will not get the entire data set. You will get a template of that. Okay. So what we have discussed, like graded assignment A, question number 1. In that we need to find out the value of A, B, and C. In that scenario, we require the entire data set for finding out the value of A, B, and C. But if you see this type of question, reasoning type of question, we don't require the actual data set. We just want a template. Template means what? For this course data set, which are the column names or what are the parameters, right? That is enough to solve the question. So if you see common data set in the exam, this PDF or this table will not be there. You can see all data set template, right? So this image will be there in the your paper. Okay, so all the questions can be solved based on this particular image, right? We don't require actual data to solve the question. So whatever you saw in grade assignment question number 1, that requires a data, but in quizzes and like qualifier quizzes or any exam, in term also, we don't require a data set. Based on this template only, you can solve the question, okay, like this. Okay, great. Any question from week 1 or 2? Is the solution PDF available on the portal? Let me check.
Yes.
Okay, available, no? Okay. I will release the solution PDF for grade assignment 1. Is it released? Let me check. No? Okay, I will release for week 1. Okay, solution PDF. Okay, great. Okay, grade assignment solution we have. Let me check.
Hello, sir.
Hello, yes.
I have doubt in week 2. What is record and list?
The record and list lecture like week 1, right? Okay, let me take that out. Records and list.
Week 1, yeah.
So in week 1 we have discussed that transformation of, I think last lecture we have discussed, right?
Last lecture.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. See here.
Yes, sir.
So you can see this particular card, right? So whatever the fields we have on this particular card, we are storing it in a tabular format. If you see the PDF file, that here we have name, here we have gender, here we have date of birth, a town, and some physics, chemistry marks like this, right? Now, when we store this particular data in tabular format, it will be like this, right? In the form of row. Can I say like this? In the form of row. This is also called as tuple. Okay. So this is basically a one record. Here you can see. Okay, this is basically one record. So one card is basically one record. In the case of this tabular data, you can see this is basically one record. Entire thing is basically one record. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And what about the list? You can see here. We have a
Shopping bill data.
Yeah, shopping bills data set, right? So if you observe here, uh, shopping bills are data set. Let's go back to the shopping bills. Library, very shopping, Olympic scores. Cards are already there, right? Yeah. So if you observe here, in the shopping bills data set, these are basically card, right? But the name of the field is what? This one, sequence number, store name, customer name, items, and here doing. But what about this particular item, right? How we
Yes,
can
sir.
store this data type? What's the value of this particular data type is not mentioned here. If you observe in the previous case here, we have a data type for each of this field, right? Here you can see, right? So
Yeah.
for every, we can say there is a record of those cards like that, so that we can see every individual row represent a tuple or a row, or we can say record. But here list is what? Here we can say, where it is? Yeah, here we can say this for this particular item. Now this entire thing is basically list of this particular item. Okay, carrots, soap, tomatoes, like this. Okay, so whenever we see list, you can see all the items in that particular list is having the same data type. We can say, right? But when I say record, record is what? This particular entire field. This is basically one record, right? Record
Yes, sir.
may have same or different data types. Okay, so I think it is mentioned here. So you can see there is a list of items in the shopping bills dataset. So this is basically a list of items, right? This we can say and one particular item, right? So if you observe here, we have said record type is collection of name fields, each with same or different data types. But when I talk about the list of items, sequence of items, it is basically of same data types, right? This is
Okay.
what it is, yeah.
Sir, I have an idea to share about these topics like record and
Sir, same data type. There
Hmm.
will be suppose string, name,
Yeah.
another data
So
type. Yeah.
So if you talk about the string also or any word also, that is basically also a list. We can say it is a sequence of characters, right? So when I say
Okay.
string, it is basically sequence of characters,
Yeah.
right? That is also a list. Basically, list is the string is also a list sequence of characters and having same data type character every word, right? Every character or letter we can say that is also
Okay.
correct here. Yeah.
sir, I have an example, like just a relativistic example about this record and list. If I am incorrect, then please correct me. Like
Okay.
considering a data set like a record, if we
Mm-hmm.
consider a record like a fridge, that a refrigerator fridge, in which we keep different kind of food items, like
Hmm.
different kind of fields, which have different sections like egg section, water bottle
Ah,
section,
yeah.
vegetable section, ice section, and a
Right.
particular list is a kind of that section, like a bottle section contain different kind of bottles, but they all are bottles.
Yeah.
Simply they are
Same
bottles.
data type. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So is this idea relatively? Maybe it
Yes.
can
Yes.
correct for.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, you can see. Or also we can say here for this particular thing, this is record, right? But when I talk about individual column, that is also we can say list, right? So list of the name of the student, right? So all the values in this particular list will having the same data type. That is basically string, right? That
Yes, sir.
also you can say, yeah. Okay. So don't get confused whenever you say record, tuple is basically row only, right? So you can see every tuple is basically a record having same or different data types. But when we talk about the list, having the same data type, okay? So if you understand, this is good enough. In further weeks, we don't have use of this record or item. It is just for understanding purpose, okay? Yeah. Okay, great. Any other questions? So see, in Saturday session, we usually discuss the practice assignment, but still you need to solve the question by your own. Even if we discuss and even if you watch the uh, video attend session and you understand every question, but still you need to solve the question by your own because you may get more doubts by solving the question. Also, one suggestion from my side, before coming to the this particular practice session, try to attempt the question, okay? Because if I solve this question now and if you try to solve again same question, in that scenario you already know the answer, that option this is particular thing is correct. Also if you solve the grade assignment assignment, I know like a few of you will be watching the videos on YouTube and just simply put the correct answer, submit the assignment, and you think that you will solve the assignment afterward. In that process what will happen, you already know the correct answer, so you are not trying to find out the correct answer, you are actually trying to get to that correct answer, okay? So in this process, you are not going to learn anything. Why we want to solve the question? Because you are actually going to look the question with the different perspective, right? Every option. But when you know the option already, you are not actually solving the question. You are simply trying to get to that particular option. So please don't do that. Try to solve the question, okay? So that you will try to understand the question in every different way. Like for example, someone asked me in that graded assignment one, option D also can be correct, right? This type of thing you will came to know when you actually solve the question. If you simply know, okay, option B is correct, then you are not looking for all the possibilities, right? So please try to solve the question by your own without looking at the answer or solution. Okay. Okay, great. Anyone, any other doubt from week 1 or from week 2? So we have session every day, like we have TA session or either instructor session. So if you have any doubt, you can watch the session, okay? Or you can attend any session. Okay, anyone, any doubt in week 1, week 2, you can ask. I will wait for 5 more minutes, and if we don't have any question, then we can close the session, okay?
Sir, I have a doubt in practice assignment week 2, sixth question.
Let me share my screen. Question number 6, right? Yeah, here.
Yes,
What
sir.
is your doubt?
I don't understand step 9 and step 10.
Okay, let's see here. So this question is based on the scores data set. What will mean represent at the end of execution? So we have arranged all the cards in a pile 1, initialize the variable A, B, and min to 1000. So all the variables A, B, C, and min are equal to 1000 for the initially, right? For the first time, like this. Now pile 1 is empty. Now we have more cards. Read the top card. Now what we are doing here? Mathematics marks is less than A. If the mathematics marks is less than A, then we store the marks in A. So A is basically what? I can say X dot mathematics marks, where X represent that particular card. Okay. So I'm storing that marks in A. If physics marks is less than B, so initially for the first case anyway, this condition will be true because marks is always less than 100 in our data set, right? So anyway, this condition will be true. Here also this condition will be true. So B will be what? B equals to X dot physics marks, and chemistry will be what? C equals to X dot chemistry marks, right? Now move the current card to pile 2 and repeat from the step 3 here. So again, I'm going for a next card here. So let's say, for example, for thing here we have mathematics, physics, chemistry, 70, 80, 60. For second case, let's say 60, 90, and let's say 65. And for third case, we have 80, 75, and here let's say, for example, 55. These are the three things. For the first iteration, what will be the value of A, B, and C? Tell me. A will be what? Mathematics marks, because anyway, 70 is less than 1000, right? Santosh, right? This is correct. What about B?
Yes, sir.
Again, 80 is less than 1000. Yes, update the 80 marks. Similarly, C, less than 60 less than 1000. Yes, but if I go for a next iteration, in that case the value of ABC will be what? From the previous iteration we got updated. Now for the second case, what will happen here, right? Because we are not going to step number 9 and 10 here, because we are again, if these conditions are true, we are going for a next step. So we are keep doing same thing again and again, unless we move all the, unless this particular condition is false. Means for all the cards we are doing the same thing. Okay, let's say we have 3 cards here. So again I'm checking for second card here. Mathematics is 60. Now 60 is less than 70. Yes, then again we are going to
Yes,
store.
sir.
It will be 60. What about physics? 90. Whether 90 is less than 80? No.
No, sir.
So we are not going to do anything. What about chemistry here? 65. 65 less than 60? No. Again, we are not going
No.
to do anything. Simply go for a next step. Again, next card will be what? This one. So 80 is less than 60
No.
because A is 60. No. What about physics? B is 80, right? So 75 is less than 80. Yes.
Yes.
We are going to update. What about chemistry? 55 less than 60.
Yes.
Yes. So if I keep doing this, what I'm going to get here? What do you observe from this particular three things? Can I say A will give me minimum marks in mathematics, B will give minimum marks in physics, C will give minimum marks in chemistry? So if you observe, I got this minimum marks. Out of this is minimum marks. Out of this is minimum marks. This is what we got, 60, 75, 55, right? So doesn't matter how many cards we have. At the end, I will get the minimum marks in mathematics A, minimum marks in physics will be B, minimum marks in the chemistry will be C. Right? So this will we are going to do for all the cards. Now, if I go for a next more card, all the cards are done. So this is empty. Then we'll go to a step number 9. Now here, what you observe? A is less than B, then store A in mean, otherwise store B in mean. So if the value of A is less than B, then we are going to store A in mean, means mean equals to A. If the value of this is false, otherwise means what? If A is greater than equal to B, in that scenario, mean will be what? B here, right? Then we are checking if C less than mean or not. So what you think here, whether A is less than B? Yes. So 16 is less than B. Yes. Then we are going to store mean in A. A is what? 60. Minimum of this. Now again we are checking whether C is less than mean. So C is what? 55. So 55 less than mean 60. Yes. Then we are going to store C in mean. So what's the value of C? 55. What we got here? Lowest marks in all the 3 subjects. Can I say like this? Option number D is the correct. Lowest marks across all the subjects. Right?
Yes, sir.
Santosh, yeah. So what we're doing here, first we're comparing 2 subjects, physics and chemistry, right? Sorry, mathematics and physics we are comparing here. If any of the value is lowest, we are going to store in the minimum, and then that particular value we are comparing with the third subject, that is chemistry one. So in this way, we are comparing all the 3 marks, and then we are seeing which one is minimum. That's it. So option D will be correct here. Okay. Okay. Great. Any more question now from this week?
Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have doubt regarding sir access of portal. Sir, can I ask you?
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, can you comfortable in हिंदी?
हाँ यस बोलो.
सर मैं सर जो जीमेल IITM प्रोवाइड करता है और उसका पासवर्ड प्रोवाइड करता है सर, वो मैंने अपने फ़ोन में लॉगिन किया और मैंने उसको यूज़ किया सर. और फिर सर मैंने उस जीमेल पे 2 स्टेप वेरिफिकेशन लगा दिया और सर फिर मेरा फ़ोन सर फैक्ट्री रीसेट कर दिया मैंने. तो जो मैंने
ओके.
जीमेल उसमें लॉगिन किया था सर, वो सारे जीमेल फोटो वगैरह सब हट गए हैं सर. और फिर सर मेरे पास जीमेल और पासवर्ड है, मैं फिर भी उसको ट्राई कर रहा हूँ अपने फ़ोन में लॉगिन करने के लिए, तो वो 2 स्टेप वेरिफिकेशन शो कर रहा है. और
तो
सर
नंबर
उसमें
नंबर ऐड नहीं किया क्या तुम्हारा उसमें?
नहीं सर, उसमें नंबर मैंने नहीं ऐड किया था.
सो फर्स्ट
सर
मोबाइल पे
यस.
लॉगिन करके देखो ना, लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है मोबाइल पे.
हाँ सर, मैंने लॉगिन कर रहा हूँ सर उस पे, तो उस पे भी 2 स्टेप वेरिफिकेशन दिख रहा है और सर उस पे लिख रहा है कि अपना फ़ोन लीजिए और उसमें जो जीमेल IITM प्रोवाइड किया है उसी जीमेल का सिक्योरिटी कोड वो मांग रहा है सर फ़ोन में मेरे, लेकिन सर वो जीमेल लॉगिन हो ही नहीं रहा है सर. और
सो
सर वो यस
तुम्हारे
सर.
पास ऑलरेडी स्टूडेंट ईमेल आईडी है, सो तुम टर्म स्टूडेंट
यस.
हो राइट?
यस सर, ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड भी है मेरे पास सर.
लेकिन तू वेरिफिकेशन मांग रहा है. ओके.
यस सर. सर मैंने काफी बार सर मेल किया, लेकिन उन्होंने यही स्टेप बता रहे हैं कि आप इसको लॉगिन करिए. वही स्टेप जो इसमें शो हो रहा है हमारे फोन में, वही वो ITM सपोर्ट पे भी दिख रहा है. सर मैंने क्लियरली मेंशन किया है, मैंने स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग भी उनको भेजा है, फिर भी सर कोई हेल्प नहीं हो पा रही है सर. 2 हफ्ता हो गया लगभग सर, 2 वीक्स हो गए हैं.
अगर ओके, सो उस केस में वैसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए. वहाँ पे अदर ऑप्शंस करके होगा. जब तुम
हाँ
जाओगे ना
सर.
टू वेरिफिकेशन, अदर ऑप्शंस में होगा.
सर अनदर ऑप्शन कर रहे हैं तो पास की मांग रहा है, लेकिन सर कोई पास की भी नहीं है. क्योंकि सर जीमेल मैं बनाया नहीं हूँ सर, जो मैं रजिस्टर जीमेल किया था वो जीमेल हट गया है. IITM हमको प्रोवाइड किया है सर नया जीमेल और पासवर्ड. तो सर पास की हमारे पास हो नहीं सकता. सर मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि सर प्लीज़ आप IITM से बोल के सर जो मेरा
ओके.
जीमेल पासवर्ड है वहाँ से सर आप 2 स्टेप वेरिफिकेशन अगर हट जाए तो सर ठीक है, नहीं तो सर सर जो सिक्योरिटी कोड है वो हमको मिल जाए, या फिर प्लीज़ सर पूरा जीमेल और
ओके.
पासवर्ड
सो
पूरा चेंज करके हमें फिर से मिल जाए.
एक काम करो, तुम जो मुझे
यस सर.
दूसरे ईमेल आईडी से मुझे मेल करो, ठीक है? मैं ईमेल सेंड
यस.
कर रहा हूँ तुमको. देखो यहाँ
यस.
पे मुझे मेल
हाँ सर.
करो, और सीसी में इसको रखो, मतलब सपोर्ट टीम को मेल करो, सीसी में मुझे रखो.
यस सर।
तुमको अभी मैं डायरेक्ट मैसेज सेंड किया हूँ, ठीक है, ईमेल आईडी मेरा।
यस यस
तो
सर।
वही मेल को तुम फॉरवर्ड, मतलब मेरा ईमेल ऐड कर दो, फिर से उसी में रखो मुझे, मैं देखता हूँ कल, ठीक है।
सर कैसे करें?
जो तुमने मेल सेंड किया सपोर्ट टीम को, फिर से सेंड करो और सीसी में
यस।
मुझे रखो।
सीसी में आपको सर, सीसी में कैसे रखते हैं सर?
ईमेल पे होगा वो ऑप्शन, वहाँ पे सीसी होगा, एक भी सीसी करके होगा, जब तुम
यस
टू करके सेंड करते हो ना किसी को,
सर, यस सर।
वहाँ पे सीसी करके होगा, तो मुझे रख दो, ठीक है।
ओके सर, सर आपकी जीमेल को वहाँ पे पेस्ट कर दूंगा।
हाँ हाँ, यस, ईमेल आईडी मेरा, ठीक है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू। Okay, any other question, anyone? Okay, any other question from anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, great. So that's it from my side. If you have any doubt, you can join any one of the session, TA session or any session. And for Wednesday, every Wednesday we have Hindi session as well. So you can join that session, Hindi session. So if you are not comfortable with English, so you can ask the doubt in Hindi as well. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for this session.
Thank you.